Hey, what is up guys? My name is Griefdrums and today we're going to be taking a look at patch 3.3 for Rainbow Six Siege. Now for those of you that don't know, June 21st on all platforms, patch 3.3 has been released. This patch contains several tweaks and improvements and a bit more operator balancing. The first thing up we're going to discuss is Kapkan. Now Kapkan has had some huge changes to his character. He is now going to be able to place his gadget at any height on a door frame, and it's also going to be a lot harder to spot. This is something that has been a long time coming, and I'm so glad it's finally here, because Kapkan, although he was very powerful at the beginning when the game first came out, everyone knows how to counter him. You just look out for that big red spike that sticks through the door, and you can shoot it out nice and simply. That has now been removed. You will not have that red spike on the opposite side of the door. This in turn is going to buff IQ tenfold. I mean, she is going to be so much more vital to the team than she was. And I love this aspect because more and more operators are becoming crucial team members. It's becoming harder and harder to pick who to take on your team because you're always going to be leaving someone out. So as I mentioned previously, Kapkan's tripwire laser has now got a reduced intensity and it's going to be a lot harder to spot by the attackers. It's also going to be less audible when it's deployed. This means that if you've only set out 2 of your traps and you want to set a third one out halfway through the round because someone's coming towards you, you can. This could be really useful for catching people off guard, especially if they've already cleared a doorway and then you go and put a Kapkan trap on it from behind them. Now I for one am in love with these tweaks. I have been waiting for them for so long because the seasoned players just spot Kapkan's traps a mile off. Now he is actually going to be a formidable player again. Now the next big change in this patch is going to be Mute's signal disruptors. The jammers have now got an increased range. Instead of being 1.5 meter radius, it's now gone up to 2.25 meters. I mean, that is a pretty significant jump. But this range is now going to let you obviously jam larger areas, which is going to be really handy because I don't know if some of you have noticed, but every now and then the reinforced walls change size depending on the size of the wall. Downstairs in Chalet, for example, the reinforced walls are really thin if you're protecting the wine cellar, whereas in the garage on house, the reinforcements are a lot wider. Now, his jammers don't quite cover the entire distance of each of these reinforcements, and you can very often put a thermite charge right on the edge to blow them up. This isn't going to happen now. Further to that, obviously trying to jump drones over the top of them, Ubisoft have said that it's going to be almost impossible for drones to jump through their field. Now, that obviously means that you're still going to be able to do it, but only in certain situations, and probably if you got it spot on. I mean, every now and then people get caught out as it is, but you won't need to double up these jammers anymore. You'll just be able to put one down and pretty much stop every drone. Now, these operator changes come purely because of the fact that the developers have been looking at the pick rate and the win-loss and kill-death ratio of these characters, and what they've done is they've noticed that both the gadgets were pretty underwhelming. Kapkan, for example, had the 4th weakest win ratio and the 2nd lowest pick rate. I mean, that speaks for itself. Mute, however, had the 5th lowest pick rate, the 2nd lowest kill-death average, and the 2nd lowest win rate. I mean, that's got to say something. So what they've done is they've taken a look at these characters, they've said, right, we need to fix these, they're clearly not good enough, and they've done just that. So I'm really looking forward to utilising these more. Other big changes in this particular patch are ranked team killing. There has been a massive change. If a player repeatedly team kills in ranked PvP, they will temporarily be banned from the matchmaking. After multiple offences, there could be issued with a permanent ban. The way it's going to work is on a bit of a tier system. The first offence, you are banned from ranked for 15 minutes, and you get a 50% renown penalty for 30 minutes. Second offence is banned from ranked for 30 minutes. Third offence is 2 hours. 4th is 24, and the 5th offence is 7 days. Now, the duration of a suspension is going to be decided at Ubisoft's discretion. It's going to be a case-by-case basis, but multiple offences may tot up to a permanent ban. Another big announcement from Ubisoft was the fact that team killing in casual is a big problem. Now, everyone knows that if you don't go into a game with a squad, you're probably going to get team killed by some idiot or some troll out there who thinks he's funny and just isn't. And it is frustrating, and it's putting a lot of people off the game, which really bugs the hell out of me. I've been lucky enough to not really see this issue purely because of the fact that I've always got a squad. But the other night I played and we were a man down, and the people that we were getting put onto our team, you think, Jesus, no wonder the community is really starting to fall apart. So what Ubisoft are going to be doing is they're going to be announcing new steps to tackle this in patch 3.4, which is going to be announced in July. Okay, so alongside the operator changes, other changes are going to be to renown boosters. Previously, you would get 50% extra renown, and everyone else in the party would get 10%. But for this, you didn't really get anything. Now, since the change, players are going to get a 100% renown boost instead, with everyone else in the party still getting the 10%. If everyone in the party has a 100% renown boost on, you all get an additional 50% renown boost, so you get 190%. Which is quite a substantial amount, and this is in the hope that it's going to allow people to buy stuff a lot quicker. There are a ton of main bug fixes, including cameras still IDing enemies after they've been taken out. Some fixes on like the reload animation for the L85 where the hand was misaligned with the gun handle. There were broken animations when operators tried to throw back a frag grenade, loads of stuff like that. They've all been fixed, as well as several fixes to other operators and characters. Montagna, it was possible to complete an action instantly after switching weapons while the shield is deployed or has been fully extended. There were some problems where Blackbeard had muzzle flash glare when he was using the flash hider, and the rifle shield could be invisible when viewed in support mode. Valkyrie's cameras have had a load of tweaks and improvements. There were loads of problems where the sticky camera could be thrown through gaps and stuff like that. They've fixed all of those. And there have been loads of level design fixes as well. The garage in Canal, the deployable shield trick, if you put that down, you can climb inside the white truck. Apparently that's been fixed. Consulate, they have refixed, again for the second time at least, the trick where people can get into the white van in that. There were also some other glitches where people were able to get under the stairs at the F1F office in Oregon. House, bank, yacht, playing clubhouse, cafe, border, they've all been fixed. Loads and loads of stuff. They've adjusted the fact that it says rank up when you go down a rank on ranked matches.
Although I wouldn't know anything about that, I just constantly go up.
They've fixed the MVP screen where Fuse is holding an AK-12 incorrectly. And they've also fixed some terrorist hunt things as well. On Oregon, there was a missing button prompt on the refill box in the kitchen. But all in all, there have been loads of fixes, loads of tweaks. And this is awesome. I'm so glad that the devs are still putting so much effort and attention in and listening to the community as much as they are. On the whole though, what do you guys think? Are you pleased with the changes to Kapkan and Mute? Do you think they were warranted, or do you think it was a waste of time? Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, make sure to beat the hell out of that like button. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe, as there is loads more Rainbow Six content on the way. And until next time guys, stay reckless and relentless.